So, as of recording this, we have less than a week away until it's March. Also, if I sound different, it's because I'm sick. Anyway, so, as we all know, Intercity is coming out sometime next month in March. So, I will be listing a couple theories, as this is my final theory video until Intercity comes out. Ready? Let's go. We were told Piggy was about stopping the infection, finding a cure, saving everyone. But Intercity proved something terrifying. The cure was never the goal. Intercity feels different from book 1 and 2. There's no urgent mission to find a cure, no scientists, and there's just no countdown to saving the world like what I mean is chapters. Instead, survivor camps, trading, territories, weapons, and more. That's not how you behave if you want to find a cure. That's post-apocalyptic behavior. Intercity doesn't feel like a story about stopping the worldwide infection. It feels like a story about surviving after failure. What if we already tried an attempt at making a cure and it just didn't work? Think about it. If scientists were close to a cure, survivors would be searching all over the place. They would be searching labs, military outposts, and more. But instead, we're living just like almost back to civilization. We're building defenses, camps, forming groups, and that shows that something happened. Something terrible. Hope is gone. Now, if you don't remember, there's a trailer from like almost a year ago. Actually, was it a year ago? Maybe. Here, I'll play it right here. Actually, no, before I do, this means Intercity isn't about fixing the world. It's about rebuilding it. Alright, I'll play the video now. Now, why am I showing you this? Well, in case you didn't know, the video is titled Shattered. And if you've forgotten, there was a cure in the trailer, all destroyed and shattered. That's why it might just maybe be called Shattered Hope. Because, I mean, like, that cure was kind of the solution to their whole problem. So, what if the government tried to reproduce that cure over and over again, but it just never worked? So, yeah, since it didn't work, the government was then like, fine, let's just rebuild society. I mean, as you guys can see in the actual trailer, it almost works. There's just a little few tiny infected, from what we've seen at least. So, yeah, I think for my first theory 1 is Intercity isn't about finding a cure. It's about reproducing civilization to make it better and whole again. Anyway, this theory is kind of like two theories in one, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so first part of this is the infection is evolving. Like what I mean is, some of the infected don't hesitate to. Well, they hesitate to attack. They don't just wander. Like, look at Tia. You know, like, what if this is evolving into something bigger, and Intercity is just the final phase of this whole infection. Well, and I'm gonna connect something else. A faction war is coming. Remember when Tio said that we're not gonna be fighting against just the infected, against not just the infected, but our own brothers and sisters, and those choices, and as we know, choices can impact the story of Intercity. So it could potentially set up animal versus animal conflicts, betrayals, territory battles, and moral decisions. Now, basically, what I think is going to happen is the choices we make. Like, if we decide we want to become a good person, stuff like more food, more workers, and more like, I don't know, I guess helpers in general will come and help us. But if we choose to become a bad person, then, you know, bad stuff is gonna happen to us. Like, I don't know, our group betraying us, or we die due to starvation, or my bad, we're oofed because of starvation, or an infected breaks in, or something like that. Now, do I think this is all gonna happen in the first region? No. But do I think it will happen? Yes. So, I think this is what Minitune meant by our choices impact how, like, our story goes. Because, you know, this isn't like that, like, original Piggy. It's not like we go through chapters and, like, the storyline's written for us. We're here, the ones to plan it out. We decide what goes and what doesn't go. So, yeah, I think faction wars are going to be very important. Who knows, we might even go against other players, not just NPCs. So, like, yeah, moving on to my final theory. My final theory is kind of harsh, but I'm still going to say it. You're not special. In the original story, you're special because you're the main character and you're supposed to be the one to stop this. In Intercity, you're just another survivor. That's intentional because the story isn't about a hero. It's about one person. And, well, I meant not one person. I meant to say it's about society. And society doesn't revolve around one person. So, basically, what I think is going to happen is... Okay, well, actually, before I say my final thoughts, I think the infection isn't some sort of normal zombie apocalypse. It's an adaptation. It's an evolution. Because Tio doesn't want you to get the cure. Because if you do, then we're going to continue this, like, recycling and a war of wars. So, basically, his plan is for everyone to get infected, evolve the world, and just have everyone walk as normal zombie survivors. Because we saw in Delirium that everything looks normal, but to the naked human eye, well, I mean, to the normal human eye, you're infected. Same goes for the infected. You look infected to them. Oh, sorry guys. I'm once again I'm sick, so that's probably why I sound different. Anyway, yeah. So either you join the infection or resist and die. So what if the cure was never the solution? It was the problem. But I don't know. That's just a theory. A Piggy theory. Thanks for watching.